hello, hello. Been quite a while since I've done a live. I mean, at least a talking live. Most of our lives is our slot place. I'm on our way on a trip. And I said, let me start a live. How's everybody doing? We don't have anybody. I think I see one person come in. How are you? The one person who came in. How you doing? We're working on trying to get 5,000 subscribers. What is happening over here? Hey, we're back. We're working to try to get 5,000 subscribers, guys. Hey, objective is to get 5,000 subscribers. That's what's objective. We are working so very hard to try to meet that goal. It's not easy. It's just not easy to actually have that goal done, right? And it's so curious about why is it so hard. A lot of us work so hard to make it happen, like really, really do. All of us do everything we can to like, you know, this game. There's a lot of officers around here. Uh, Being a slot content creator is an expensive hobby. Let me tell you, it's an expensive hobby, and a lot of times we don't win. A lot of us don't win, but we put in a lot of effort because we actually love the game. We love slot playing and stuff like that. Some of us love playing with the cards and everything like that. But we do love it. And because we love it, we will continue doing it. But in order to do it, we need support, right? We need subscribers. A lot of us would love to have membership, but at the end of the day, we need subscribers. We need people who is willing to support and watch us, and share our channels and our algorithm. Now, we have a lot of the bigger channels, which are amazing. I watch them. I watch the bigger channels all the time. I can't say that I don't. I definitely watch the bigger channels because I like watching them play. I like watching them play because they're playing a budget with a budget that I don't have. I don't have $100. Sorry, guys. You guys gonna hear this because I'm trying to get where I'm going. I don't have I don't have that $100 or $200 or $750 or $1,200 to play. That's not the kind of that is not the kind of budget we have. We have like everybody else, we have limited budget, right? So because we have limited budget, how do I make a? Ooh, I see. Okay, all right, nice. Okay, because we have limited budget, we do what we can. Okay, we do what we can, and then we really do our best to like try to play slots at least once a week. Grandma Flip and I, we used to do twice a month. Now it's pretty much once a week. And if we make a really great win, then it's more than that. We go to different locations. most of our casino around us do not provide access to filming, but we do the best we can with what we have, because we love to play. And not only do we love to play, we like to actually share, so that you guys can see, what is paying and what is not paying. I heard one of the bigger content creator talk about that there's this a contest that's actually going to happen in November, which is called No Link November, and I heard it from the Big Slaughter live yesterday. So apparently, a content creator in Texas, I don't know who the content creator is, has decided to do that. I think that's amazing. I think it's amazing that they're actually doing that. I love these various ideas of what they're all doing. Yeah, you see me trying to get in here, right? Okay. I like the various idea of what they are all doing, right? But no, there's no but. I love it. I think it's interesting how a lot of the various content creators are coming up with these different campaigns and ideas to make it, more interesting and stuff like that. Now, a lot of us know that ultimate ultimate filing. All right, so you're taking me over the bridge. Okay, I see. A lot of us know that that ultimate fire link is a passion for many casino. Come on, guys, I'm gonna do this. I just shared. Oh, at least I'm trying to. Yeah, I just shared. At least I tried to. Does it? Is it there? Hmm. I don't think it's letting me. I'm not sure why. Hold on. Okay, good. All right, I did. Okay, I just shared it. Okay. This is the stream yard, just in case if you want to come up and have a conversation with me, you can come up. I would have to see you, because apparently somebody's live. I don't know who it is. Someone came in there and did something inappropriate on somebody live. I guess they were mad at them, and what ended up happening is that the person got in trouble. So if someone does decide to come up, I'm gonna have to see your face and everything like that. You don't have to stay on camera to talk to me, but I'll have to see your face and make sure that you're not gonna do anything outlandish. But anyway, oh, thank you. I see more people coming in. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and share. So I'm on the way to a trip out of town. So I decided to have you guys join me on my trip so that we could talk about slot playing. We are Mama Flip Slot channel. Grandma Flip is not with me. I'm going on a trip alone, but we are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. But that's just one of the things that we're trying to do. We also want to see if we could help the other smaller channels to collab and come together, so that we could all come together and build our channels together. So anyway, what I was saying is that on Big Slaughter yesterday, they talked about how they're going to do No Link November, and I found that to be a very interesting idea. I mean, I can't wait to see how many people get involved with that, because in the community, we know that a lot of the slot watchers, content watchers, or gambling watchers, or casino watchers that watch our channel, they love Ultimate Fire Link and they love the various Dragon Links. So it's going to be interesting to see how many content creators are going to take a month off to not play Ultra Ultra Fire Link or any of the Dragon Links and stuff like that. That's going to be interesting, including the Phoenix Links and stuff like that. So I can't wait to see how that play out and see what they're doing, what they're going to do and play instead. I mean, a lot of people also love Huff and More Puff, but I've been finding out lately, but I don't want to get caught out there with it. I've been finding out that Buffalo is paying. It looked like Buffalo is paying, but you always have to be careful, because every time you think that something is paying and you get into that, like, that mode, like, okay, I'm just only gonna play Buffalo. I'm only gonna play Huff and Puff. As soon as you get into that mode, you get caught out there, my friend, because all of a sudden you think that this is gonna play, and it looks to me, and I could be wrong, and I say this all the time. I'm just making, just observation. It's weird to me that it seems that when we get a series of slots games winning, then all of a sudden, maybe it's because so many people are playing it, all of a sudden they get cold. They get cold. And one of the things I love and I pay attention to all the time is, and this is a technique that happens in the casino. I don't know if anybody's watching or paying attention. Hey, Slot Motion, thank you for being here. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Hey, Casino Slot Couple, good afternoon. What did I miss? Nothing. I am on my way to a trip, and I said, let me come in and talk to you guys so we can have a conversation about the casinos. What are our thoughts? I also send a StreamYard link just in case if anybody want to come up so we could have a conversation. I am trying to push our channels to get us our 5,000 subscribers. We are now, Grandma Flip and I are now at 4,588 subscribers. So we would need how much? 418. Am I doing this correctly? I think we need 418 in order to hit the 5,000 subscriber list. So I'm hoping to get that done. But in the meantime, I'm on the way on a trip. Where I'm going, I don't think they have any casinos up there. If they do, then I'll make a visit to it and do a live. But other than that, I just wanted to come in and say hi and just have a conversation. So anyway, so what I was mentioning is that the Big Starter was talking about now that they having this campaign where no link in November. So I find that interesting. And what they're going to do. But as I was saying, is that to me lately, what I've been seeing, a lot of people are saying, is that the Buffalo seem to be not as harsh to our slot players. It's not as harsh to our slot players. But like I said, I think that every time when all of us decide that we're going to play a game because it looked like it's paying, and again, there's no guaranteed win, because I have to say that because I definitely know that YouTube hates when there's any implication that we're saying that we have a technique or that we're going to win. There's no guaranteed win whatsoever. Anything that we say and do is not going to change the fact that at the end of the day, the casino is going to win and only play what you can afford to lose. With that said, though, sometimes I feel like when we all decide to start playing a specific slot, it all of a sudden it starts getting cold. It starts getting cold, and I wonder sometimes. I really sometimes wonder. They say that's not true, but I sometimes wonder if the casino are paying attention to which slot is paying, and somehow, some way, it becomes more difficult. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to accuse anybody, but I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Why is it that it looks like everybody's winning? For example, for a period of time, everybody's winning Huff and Puff. And as soon as some of our smaller content creators, okay, as soon as some of our smaller content creators start playing it, all of a sudden Huff and Puff ain't giving nothing. Like, it's not giving nothing. No matter what denomination you play, giving you nothing. Now, Dragon Link has been harsh lately. The Ultimate Fire Link has been harsh lately. What stressed me out the last time I was at casino, because I was playing the Ultimate Fire Link and it was giving me some sweet line hits. It really was. There was one Ultra Fire Link that really gave me something really nice. I put out a clip about it. If you go in, you'll get a chance to see it under my shorts. Then all of a sudden, of course, it gets cold and stuff like that, and I move away, and then for the rest of the night, it was nothing but lose, 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 lose. I didn't come home with anything. I think I only came home with the $5 tip that I gave the driver. That's how bad it is. But yeah, sometimes that's the case. Okay. So sometimes that's just the way it is, right? But crazy. That night was crazy. But what happened the next time, the same night when I went there, two, sorry guys, I need the directions, so you guys gonna be hearing it. What made me crazy though was the fact that I sat next to two people. I mean, I sat down to next to two people who got the major on the Fire Link at 50 cents. At 50 cents. That's garbage. Oh, okay. Because it was like that. I was flabbergasted. I talked about that the whole damn night. I'm like, yo, how the hell when, hold on a second. How the hell did they, get that? And I was happy for them. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy for any, okay? I'm not a hater like that. So I'm happy for anybody who wins. But how the hell do you mean I sat there on that Ultimate Fire Link and I was playing every single denomination, every single one? And you mean to tell me that this, and she was amazing because I really we spoke for a while. It was she's not a content creator, she's a slot player. And she said her luck was that whole weekend. She was one of the ones that got picked up for the hot seat, and she got $400 free play. And then she won a hand pay, but she put it all back. And she was trying to get it back, and then she finally got a hand pay, and she left. After that, she left. She's like, I'm out of here. I got my money back. I'm out of here. I was very happy for her because she really was playing, but she stayed with that 50 cents. She did a couple of dollars, but she stayed on that 50 cents. She was not playing. And then after that one time, she got up and she said she went to get another $300 just in case. And then she got the money. I was like, yo, what? She didn't do anything except for 50 cents and possibly $1. That's all she did. And she got it. It was crazy. And then after that, I got up and I went to another, because it was taking, I was playing the Ultimate Fire Link I was playing, which is eating up the funds. So I got up and went to another game. As soon as I sat there, the lady next to me, 50 cents, got another major. I'm like, yo, y'all playing with me. I'm like, y'all playing with me today. It's playing with me today. I was not, and I was happy for her too. But the thing is, it's just so frustrating when you put all that energy and all that play in there, and you're just not getting anything. It really is frustrating. When was the first play? The ones is good, then boom, gone. I know when we first play the ones. I know, that's what I'm saying. But it seems like, and that's, thank you, Casino, slot couple. That's what it seems like to us, right? And I don't know if everybody will agree, especially the people that's watching. It seems like that once you get a new game or you get a new series of game, it seems like it just is giving. In the minute I give everybody, it's giving. And then after a while, it just gets cold. And every game get cold. It's not just one. It's the whole series, right? And it's not whatever, any denomination, you can't get it. You just can't. Now, people say it's because you're picking the wrong bank and you're picking the wrong slot machine, or maybe you're pressing it the wrong way. But after a while, it just gets really frustrating when you're like, what the hell is happening? Nothing you do, nothing helps. And then you sit down and you see other people winning, and you're happy for them, but you're the one that's doing the content. Yeah, that's a long time. You're the one that's doing the content. You're the one that's bringing it in, and then all it's doing is taking your money. That's it. I see there's been a lot of content creators who has been taking some breaks in between and are not playing as much. I've been noticing that because we are losing hand over foot. Like, We're losing hand over foot. And this is why we come back and we always ask everyone who pass by our channel, who watch us, to please subscribe, because it helps with the algorithm. Because at the end of the day, if we are spending money and we're playing and we're entertaining, we want to continue to do this. So even if we are losing money, which we don't want to lose, but even if we are losing money, it makes us feel, at least we're accomplishing something by building our subscribers, because that's what it's about, right? It's about building the subscribers, meeting people, helping other channels, communicating, just coming up to community. And that's why I've been saying this from the very beginning. I started this. I want to see more of the smaller channels. I want us to be able to build ourselves up to get to the level of the bigger channels. I mean, there are billions of people that watches casino slots, billions of views, millions of people. So there's enough to share. There's enough to be able to, for all of us, as the kids say, to eat and be successful. There's a lot there. You know, that's gambling. I know it is gambling, right? That's gambling. And that's the thing. The gambling, that is gambling. That's the meaning of gambling, to take a chance. It's almost like buying a lottery ticket. There's no guarantee. There isn't. Even with the no guarantee, though, you want to be able to feel that the landscape is fair. And I think that's what gets a lot of people frustrated when it comes to a lot of the slot games and slot players. Sometimes you feel like everything is against, right? And other people are using different techniques in order to, like, make it a fairer playing field. Some people say that some casinos are amazing, right? Some people say that the casinos in Reno are more, less strict. I like to say strict. I'm using that word intentionally, but I should be using a better word. But it's less mean. Let's just use less mean. Some of the slots are less mean, more open, uh, in Reno than anywhere else. We have our partnership is with Bali's, right? Bali's, there's a lot. There are people that gets a lot of bonuses and hand pay at Bali's, right? But you hear about how mean, I don't want to say stingy, but how mean a lot of these slots are by people who even come there. I don't know how many times I've had conversations with people that comes there, and they complain about the various casinos and how mean the slot machines are. It's like, I can't believe it. I put in 2,000 and I didn't even get any bonus. Or if I get a bonus, it's a minimum bonus. This is ridiculous. I get that conversation. That is their luck. Yeah, it is their luck. Casino slot channel say, yeah, we have to remember it's their luck. But is it only luck, though? That's my conversation. Yeah, we get it. It happens. I'm Tammy, by the way. Hey, Tammy. Hi, Tammy. I'm sorry. I keep saying casinos like over. Hi, Miss Tammy. How you doing? So yeah, Miss Tammy, you're right. It's actually, you're absolutely 100% true. It is about luck and stuff like that. But a lot of people are now very frustrated. Like, they're very frustrated, and they're saying that it's more than that. They're saying that the slots are mean. The averages is off. People are just spending money. They're not getting any returns. I mean, and even though there's no guaranteed returns, they still would like to be able to feel that it's being fair. And a lot of people are not feeling it's fair. Now, I think that because there's so many people that's playing these slot machines, that they get cold. But I don't know if there is enough bonuses or enough hand pays that is being given out that to make it cold. It's like when you start playing, you start people saying, "Oh, run from this," because the slot is eating. It's on eating mode. Like, why would a slot ever be in eating mode? To be honest with you, when there's so many people that's putting money, like, There's so many people hide the slot hungry when everybody is throwing their money in there. I mean, like that's insane to me. But that's what people say. You know, it's an eating mode, it's an taking mode, and you have to know which one it is in. Which is it in the giving mode or is it taking mode or eating mode? Whatever it is, you have to make a decision based on that. But even that, I don't even know if that's an answer. Because I see people who plays, right? Because Miss Tammy, you're one of them, and I love when you guys do it. Y'all play a slot machine, and then after that, once you get a bonus, you get up and go play another one, right? And that's amazing because you could see, you know, the progression of, you know, that you guys are getting bonuses and move. But then there are times now you have other people like myself. When I try that, every time I get up and move, the next person that sits down get my bonus. I'm like, damn it. And I'm like, I tell Grandma Flip, do not tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I remember that just the other day. Again, I was sitting there. We were playing. Grandma Flip and I was playing the rooster. Prosperity Rooster or whatever it is. But it's the big rooster, you know, and it's the dragon and the big rooster. And we were playing. We played at least over an hour. And then I got up and I went to another slot game. And then I went back to look for Grandma because I didn't get anything. I think I was playing the moon game. I played the moon game because somebody just got a hand pay off the moon game. So I went back to that moon and I unintentionally was playing $9. So the first $9 that I played gave me $45. After that, of course, it just ate up all my money. But, you know, but at least that was fun to see that it could give me the $45. Right? And I did not intentionally want to play $9. I just did the rookie mistake because when you sit down, you don't change the denom. So it gave me the $9, took the $9. But it was fun to see the 45. So anyway, I go back to go get, because I'm about to leave to go to the back. So I go back to get Grandma Flip. And as soon as I go back to see, there was this another slot player who got the big minor. And the big minor was $250. I was like, oh, hell no. So it was him and his wife, I think, that was there. And the wife was getting bonus after bonus on the slot machine I was playing. But the one that Grandma played, he got $250. I'm like, yo, this is why you don't come back. You don't come back and watch them. Because it'd be like, they stole my slot machine. They took my bonus. I think some people call it hawking and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just another thing that's going on with us in the community and stuff. It's a lot. But I do see a lot of people taking a break now from playing because the casino is just taking. It's in the taking mode. And it's hard. I mean, I've been pretty lucky as far, and I haven't shared it, but I have to clip them up. But I have gotten a lot of great majors and stuff like that the last year. I have gotten this year has been my best with the majors, to be honest with you. But you know, the many time that we go to casino, whatever money that we win, we put it back because it takes two people to play. And then when you have two people playing, if you're winning, that's great. But if you're losing, you're double losing. And that's a little bit frustrating. All right. Is there timing? Never look back. I know I try not to go back, but like I said, the whole time I had no intention of going back, and I went back and I saw it. I was like, God dang it! Because I went back looking for Grandma Flip, and then I saw it, and I was like, this is so mean. This is so mean. Right. Same to us too. We play exactly, and if you're winning and the other person is not winning, whatever wins that you have is gone. But I'm pretty lucky because Grandma Flip also does great. But Grandma Flip has this technique that I just peeped the other day, where Grandma Flip be saving all her tickets, and at the end of the night, she has a nice little bit of money, and I'm like, oh, not Grandma Flip, not Grandma Flip. You. We're trying. Everybody's trying to help out. Sorry, guys. Everybody's trying to help out. I'm trying to help out too and get out of the way. I don't know which way they're coming. Okay. Do you go to the left? You know? All right, guys. So we're just trying to figure it out. Okay. I think everybody's making it happen now. I think. I don't know what. I don't know if I should let this person. Okay, I let this person in. All right, I'm trying to let everybody in, but I'm trying to let everybody in, but I don't know what you want to do. What we're doing? Do you want to get in front of me? What we're doing? All right, you don't want to get in front of me. You want to stay in the. So how much? Yeah, get in there. Exactly. Get in there. Get in there. Thank you. I'm trying to make room for you, and then you're over here not giving me, and then I have no place to go. You did all that. You did all of that. You did, and you have no place to go. What? This is why people get frustrated. So as soon as you get in front of me, there's nothing else. You don't need to go nowhere. There's no siren. All of that. Oh Lord, yeah, I challenge myself 30 days. Anytime I get a profit, I'm leaving for 30 days. Oh, and that's the thing. Grandma Flip and I, thank you, Slot Motion, and Grandma Flip and I just talked about that the other day. Like, because when we play live, we play for hours. We would be there for 5 hours, 6 hours. We play for hours. So if we're winning and we're staying, that means that we're going to give all the money back, right? We're donating all of it back. I told Grandma Flip that we should actually start, like, once we hit a winning streak, we should just get up and go. But it's difficult when you have two people, because one person might want to go, the other person might want to stay, right? And they have a right to stay and want to continue playing. It's not fair that because you want to leave, it's not necessarily fair. And then when we get there, we're driving a good ways. I mean, except for the one near the house, but the other one we go to is over an hour away. So when we get there, we don't want to drive an hour away just to go there for like 2 hours and then just leave. But sometimes that's the answer, right? If you're winning, go. And if you're losing, go. Like, don't stay. But then is it good content too? Because it's difficult, right? Because people watch us because they want to see all the different games. So is it good content to just pick up and just leave after like an hour and a half? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I did tell Grandma Flip that we definitely need to start doing that. Like, once we just talked about it. If we have a winning night, that's why we have that bank. And I need to go back to putting money in the bank, because when we leave the key home so that I can't take the money out of the bank. But the thing is to get up from a hot machine. This is the thing. And I think I mentioned it, and Marriage to Slot said that they felt the same way. So now you on a it is hard to leave Slot Motion. It's like, so you are on a slot machine, and it's winning, and it's giving, and it's giving, and it's hot, and it's giving, right? I'm afraid that it seems like every time when I say, let me stop and take the ticket out, right, to go change it, because that's the problem. I'm supposed to take the ticket out, go change it, and then put some money in the bank. Every time that happens, I feel like I'm changing the algorithm, and all of a sudden the machine is no longer hot. So you want to stay in the machine and continue playing with the ticket that you have, but then it gets cold, and then all of a sudden the money is gone. It's crazy. But you get a profit to put it in. Exactly. You're supposed to put it in, but it's a whole lot of things. So one of the things I noticed too that I've been talking about lately is that in each casino, and I talk about it all the time, but I'm gonna talk about it again, is that if you start paying attention, there are groups of people that comes in together, and I don't know if it's legal or illegal. I don't know, but they do that, and I'm not encouraging this. YouTube, our conversation is just to have a conversation, not to encourage anything. I'm just telling people what I see. All right. So what I see, and I talk about it all the time, is that sometimes when it comes to Empire, right, there is a group of Latinos that actually come together, or it looks like it's a group of them, right? And it looked like they know which machine is hot, and every time you turn around, Latino person will come. So like one Latino will get a bonus, a massive bonus. Like this past week, I was in Empire. I sat there and I couldn't believe that this woman was paying 10 cent at an Ultralink, $2 denominator, and she had five minors. This woman sat next to me and made, after I was playing with that, made $1,300 on this Ultra. I was like, yo, I am done. I'm done. And then after that, she got off of that, and then she sat the one to the, I think the one to the left of her, and she made another five. And then she came to sit to the one next to me, and I'm like, and I said, if this woman make anything over the one next to me, I'm gonna have a problem because it is some BS. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, what is happening? It was crazy. I mean, congratulations to her, but I'm like, what the hell? But prior to her coming to sit there were other Latino slot players that were sitting there too. So I just found it interesting. And then sometimes what you do is, if you pay attention, you see that a certain group of people, because at Empire is Latinos, but in Resort is Asian people. You see them sitting there talking to each other and watching different slots. And then after that, they disperse and do, they disperse and they go to certain They go to certain slots and start playing. Now, I started paying attention to them, and sometimes I do watch to see what slots they play, and if I find that there is some energy on those slots, I will play them too, just to see. Because I'm like, for example, if I see a bunch of them at the Rooster, I'm like, oh, it looked like the Rooster's being a little bit more relaxed and giving, so I'll play the Rooster, and sometimes it's true. Or if I see them in this Ultra Fire Link, I will play the Ultra Fire Link, and it feels the same way. Sometimes it feels like the truth, but other time it feels like they are the one that's winning. And then once I get there, it's the slot machine gets into the taking mode. I'm like, ah. But again, it's just different techniques that you're trying to use or trying to get. Once again, like playing this lottery, right? There's different tickets and different numbers that you're selecting, just to see if you could have a fair playing field, to see if it's going to work out, if you're going to get a bonus, if you're going to get a win. It's not easy. It's not the whole what we do in general is not easy. Playing the slots is not easy, but it's fun, right? Because that's something we want to do, is hobby, and we want to share it with people who want to watch us and be part of our world. But in order to do that, we also need support, and especially the smaller channels. The smaller channels definitely need support. I appreciate the fact that the bigger channels have support. There's a lot of people that's there. They come, they subscribe, especially the ones that play the bigger numbers. And there's a lot of super chats and stuff like that that's been given. We all appreciate, we watch these different channels and stuff. And I think that all of us should continue to support all the channels, right? Because I watch them, I subscribe to all the bigger channels. But I think we also need to support the smaller channels. The smaller channels that actually is putting the heart, the work in, their money in. They're really working hard, Told myself, any problem, I'm leaving. Doing good for a while, and then I changed. I know. I told myself that too. I told myself that I tried different techniques. Like the other time I was doing the 5 game, the 3 and 5. Like play every denomination. Do the 3 and 5 for every denomination. And one time I did fabulous. I did amazing just doing that 3 and 5. Next thing I know, the next time I didn't. But one of the things I do know is that you get tired of the different techniques. So after a while, it becomes boring. I don't know if I'm the only one that it happened to, right? It becomes boring after a while. And then now you want to do something exciting. So Ultimate Fire Link is a prime example of a game that I'm like, okay, this is getting boring. Like, so I would play 50 cents, 50 cents. One time, the other time, I was trying to get the major because 2 other people got the major on 50 cents. So I decided to just stick with the 50 cents denomination to see what happens. But to me, I don't know. It just feels boring to me. The excitement, I think, is just to change the denomination and see if you're going to get a bonus. But playing the same denom seemed, I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong. It just seemed boring. Once you start getting boring, that's when you start doing the challenging, and then raise your bet or change the denom, and that's when everything just, you're no longer trying to be strategic and find which denom helps, right? So you play the different denominations. 5 cents, the 1 cent, all the way to, I play normally to 150. Very rarely do I go to $2.50 or $5. So I'll play it, right? And then you do the 2 cents to the denom, then you have the 5 cents and the 10 cent. Very rarely play the dollar, right? So you do all of those denominations to see which one gives. Sometimes none of them gives. The only thing that may gives is a much higher denominator. You don't have that money. I don't have $25 to be playing or $10 to be playing. So I don't go that high. But the rest of them, you play every single denom, and none of them really win. So if they give you something, it gives you, just give you miniature bonuses just to keep you in the game, but it's not really, given. Sorry, let me just drink some water. Sorry, guys. So it gets frustrated, and then after that, once you start winning, I begin to find this about myself. Like, my adrenaline is decreasing now. So when I start losing, I start getting more and more quiet. I start getting more and more tired, and I just want to just leave. Like, I don't want to do this. It's not even being spoiled. It's just like, yo, this is ridiculous, and you get frustrated. Now we have people. There's one slot watcher. I see her every once in a while. I see her in other people's slots. She used to be amazing. She's amazing. I love her. Her name is Julie. I haven't seen her on my channel for a while, but I still appreciate Julie and everything that she comes in. Julie would always say, and there's others, but she's the one I always remember always saying that positive energy, so that you can win, positive energy. And I used to always talk to her. It does get boring, right? Thank you, Miss Tammy. I used to always talk to her. Do you want to come up, Miss Tammy? You could click the link for the StreamYard and come up, and we can have a conversation. We'd love for you to come up on the StreamYard. You don't have to show your face in the camera. I know who you are, so you can come up. But she would say, Miss Julie will say, positive energy, be positive, Mama Flip, be positive. And I'll be like, I'm trying, Julie, to be positive, but I feel like, hold on a second. I feel like I want to backslap this slot machine. And sometimes one time, oh, you're working. Oh, okay. All right, Miss Tammy, I understand. One time I remember I hit the screen so hard it went click. I was like, oh my God, I have a ring? Oh my God. I got so annoyed one time I went back. I'm like, yo, they're about to sue me. I was about to give up my whole house and stuff like that. You have to go into foreclosure because I can't pay this damn people their slot machine. But that's how frustrating it gets. It gets very frustrating. So it gets boring after a while, but then it gets very frustrating, and then you start getting you do get in your feelings about these. We know it's gambling. Everybody know you play, you take the chance to lose, you take a chance to win. It's just the nature of the game. But sometimes it feels like it's just not fair. Sometimes it feels like it's just not fair. And you get very, very angry. You get very, very angry, right? But the thing that makes it positive, right? Let's talk about the positive, is the comments. And I'm not even the trolls. The trolls are out of line sometimes, but the comments makes it everything. Not only the comments make it everything, but also the subscribers makes it everything. And this is why I have the 5,000 campaign, because it really means a lot to the slot channels, especially the smaller slot channels, for people to come and subscribe and come and view and come and see. Because right now it looks like I have three people and that's watching me, and 2 of them are my slot friends. Hey guys. But sometimes you have people who just pass by and look, spend a few minutes and go about their business. You know what I'm saying? But even in just the passing by, the 3 seconds, 2 seconds, to actually click and subscribe, it just really means everything to a lot of us, especially smaller channels. Now, why does it do that? First of all, the minutes, the most, the fact that people are watching us help with the algorithm, right? It helped YouTube realize that it's a channel that they want to share and they want to promote, and it'll be in somebody's um, FYP, which is anyway their page. I forgot what FYP stand for. That's weird. I just remembered. But anyway, it helps YouTube put us in front of more people that has an interest in watching slot channels, and once promoting our channels and putting us on different people in front of their pages, then people would start watching, and then possibly more people will watch and more people will make subscribe. So subscribing is one thing. Clicking on the side where you put the hearts and stuff like the 100 and the confetti, there's a confetti icon, also helps. All of that stuff helps. It helps us grow. And that's the thing. That's the thing that's important to a lot of us, because we spend so much money, so much. Okay, stay till the night. Okay, thank you. It helps us so much. Whoever comes in and watch it, it helps the channel so much. Mm-hmm. 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 It means everything to us. It means everything to us. Sorry, guys. You guys, I have to hear my whole trip because I don't know how to get there without Waze, and I still want to do the YouTube, so forgive me. But it means okay. Thank you, Waze. It means everything to us. So we ask all the time. That's what you start seeing. And I started seeing, it was so funny because initially a lot of people would say, oh, I don't want to beg for subscribers. I don't want to beg for subscribers. And then I started seeing a lot of people like talking about, please like, subscribe, and share. Who was it? Carissa Slots? Carissa and her husband. I think it's called Carissa Slots. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't remember. I watch them. I don't remember everybody's name all the time because there's so many slot channel. But I think her name is Clarissa, and she and her husband. They I love their story. He tells about how he went to a seminar and he saw her, and she gave him a hard time, and she didn't want to talk to him because she asked if she could sit at. I guess they all salesperson. I forgot what they sell. So she came in and she asked if, thank you. She asked if she could sit at the table, and he was giving her a hard time. So she gave him some attitude. And then after that, he saw her again because it was a seminar whole weekend. And then after that, they started talking, and they got together. They moved in together, and they got married. It's a beautiful story. They've been together ever since. There is a tab to click that says hype. Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. I started noticing that, Miss Tammy, too. We thank you for reminding me. Now you need to hype creators. Yes, that is something new. That's not only the hype creators. I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to Miss Clarissa in a second and her husband. But not only hype, but also, do you notice now that, I don't know if you noticed, but YouTube now would actually put a message midstream if you put a message. I don't know if it's midstream or, yes, midstream, that says, "Do you like this content?" I don't like that so much. Because what if there's a bunch of trolls? There's another thing that's going on. What if there's a bunch of trolls and every time they say, no, I just like the content? That takes it off of the YouTube. That takes it off of the other people FYP page. I don't like that at all. Hey, hi, retired troll. How you doing? Nice to see you. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I don't like that. I don't like that fact. They say it's very important. I'm gonna mention the hype. So guys, I didn't see so much the hype. I did see the other side where they ask you, did you like this stream? Yeah, it's the end of the stream. They will ask you, did you like this stream and stuff like that, and then you could say no. That interferes with a lot of people streams, because what if it's a troll that doesn't like you in the first place? How do we know that the person that's actually saying yes or no are actually doing it generally, or if they're just doing it just to be mean? I don't know. But if there is a hype, I haven't seen the hype. I have to look out for it. But if you do see hype, that is an amazing way to actually help someone build their channels. You can only do it 3 times a week. Okay, hype somebody 3 times a week, Miss Tammy. I haven't seen it yet. Okay, great. Thank you. So, guys, there is a hype button. A hype opportunity is the tab under the video. Scroll to the right. Okay, so there's a thank you, Miss Tammy. Miss Tammy's giving me some tea. Thank you, Miss Tammy. Please see that. If you guys love your content creators, especially the smaller channels. The big channels, they need your love too, but especially the smaller channels, all of us, small channels, please consider clicking the hype so you can hype out channels so we can get the numbers. Yes, if they select no, it should just, I see it only on the phone. Okay, hold on 1 second. Yes, if they select no, it should just change the voters algorithm, not the creative. Yes, thank you. Thank you, retired troll. I think, and that's how it should be. If you say you don't like it, you as a viewer, you don't like it, it should only impact what YouTube show you in the future. That one person. But sometimes I know it just gets me worried that they're using these different questionnaires, right? These different polls in order to remove some content creators out of the algorithm. I just think that it's unfair. Now, another thing that has came that we should talk about is there it was in even though I don't like her. Yeah, some people is not gonna be happy with me saying that. I have my reasons, but I have to give it to Tasha K. Tasha K just did, and please go on her channel and find it, because you got to share, where you get your sources from. She just shared a report about how, I think it was in Britain, in England, they actually have a large scale campaign where they are shutting down what is called she called them the troll farms, right? But not only the troll farms, but the bot farms. I think she called them the troll or the bot farms. Apparently, there's a lot of organizations that out there that are getting paid, right, to give people fake views, because people pay for them, right? I know YouTube also have ability of all the social media. If you pay a certain amount, that they would share your content, you know, to a wider audience. Some people call that cheating. I know Tasha K called it cheating, right? Because she says that she doesn't pay. Neither do I. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm sort of in the fence on it. But she says that it's unfair because the people who has the most money are unfairly getting more membership, because their videos is being shown to a larger platform because they're paying. And it's unfair to say that you are successful as a social media content creator and that your channel and content is better than anybody else if you're paying for it. I haven't done it. I haven't paid for it. I'm working. I'm doing grassroots work. I call it grassroots work, where we are just doing it, where we are just asking for subscribers during our lives and asking people to subscribe just for the love. So I don't know. I mean, do you hate the player? Do you hate the game? Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I feel in between, in the space where I'm hearing that a lot of people are paying for their subscribers, right? And a lot of subscribers are fake. A lot of subscribers um are just bots and stuff like that. So they're shutting up a lot of these organizations. She was mentioning an actual organization that she says that is a prime example that is on social media, and as soon as their channel gets shuts down, they have another channel, and as soon as they put a content, they automatically get 50,000 views and only 2 comments. That's what she said. She said, so the way to see who's actually are really true content creators is to see how much views versus how much content. I mean, how much comment is coming on the page. So she was interesting. So one of the things I was saying was Clarissa Slots and her husband, who I love to watch. They're actually having an event. I believe they're having an event on Reno, where a lot of people, content creators, are going to meet. I think the Big Slot, other people are meeting, I think next week for 10 days and stuff like that. And I love these collabs. But one of the things I realized is that they are another one that I don't remember them really asking for subscribers. Like they it's never been their thing that they say, please subscribe and stuff like that. It's never been their thing. He does the whole Johnny Cash thing where he sings Johnny Cash song when he tells everybody to actually add their city, and he sings the Johnny Cash song. That's him and stuff. But the most interesting thing about him is that he said the other day, yes, I know I am, but the people criticizing, yes, I am begging for subscribers. Yes, I am begging and stuff like that. And I said, I found that to be interesting when he said that. I was like, it's because he said that, yes, I am begging for subscribers. I know people are trolling and they're going to be talking about, yes, I am begging. Why am I spending money? Yes, I'm spending money. Why am I begging for subscribers? I found it was interesting because when he said that, I was like, yeah, really? I don't remember him really talking about please subscribe until recently. Now, I don't watch his channel all the time. I do watch them every once in a while. But, I'm not consistent. So I'm not sure when it changed, the narrative changed. But even he was saying that. But other people are saying it too. Like the bigger channels are saying it also. I think they've been saying it, but it seems like it's more of a consistent statement, if you know what I mean. So like you'll be playing slots and stuff like that, and you won't hear anybody say. They'll say it every once in a while. Or you see the mods would be saying that, yeah, please follow the channel. That's why you have mods, and you should have amazing mods, because amazing mods is everything, especially for us. We need our mods, especially Mama Flip It, Grandma and I, because we do a lot of incognito work, right? We always remind people to subscribe and are still small. I know, Miss Tammy. We ask, hold on. We can tell when people pay for views and subscribes if they have 60K subs and only 80 views a video. There's something off. Yeah, that's exactly. But she was saying even more. She said it's not even so much the subscribers or the views. The views, yeah, that's a great. But she was talking about specifically the comments. She said, how the hell you got 50,000 views and you only got 2 comments? So yeah, it's the same thing. It's just, apple and orange, but it's still the same thing. So what was I saying? So a lot of us are saying, please subscribe. The most important thing is the mods, to be honest with you. For us, our mods is extremely important, and we appreciate all our mods because we do a lot of incognito videos. Incognito. If you don't know the meaning incognito, look it up, because I don't want to say it purposely on here and then get my, for YouTube. But we do a lot of incognito. So in doing incognito, our mods are everything because they keep the comments flowing. But even if you're not doing incognito, when you are playing, your attention is on the slot to see what's happening, right? So that you can make a determination what's your next move. Are you going to change denomination? Are you going to change money? Are you running out of money? Is this machine hot? Is this machine cold? Is it eating, taking? So you're paying more attention to playing the slots not the comments. So this is why having mods is so important, because not only are they helping you um, getting rid of trolls, you know, especially the most egregious one. Me, I normally don't get rid of trolls. My first instinct is not to get rid of trolls, um, unless they're very egregious and stuff like that, because people have a right to say whatever they want to say. But also to maintain a community type environment. This is why I like the mods, and I like a lot of people that comes on our chats, because they not only talk to each other, they talk to us, but especially when we're incognito, they talk to each other. And it's just a fun environment for me when I see that. Grandma Flip would talk about that all the time. She said, I love the way the community talks to each other when they are on our watch. It's not that I don't think other people are doing it. I think other people are actually do have people talking to each other on their lives. I think it's amazing. But I think we maybe get a little bit more personal. Like we talk about people's health, family, what's going on, blah blah blah. And I'm sure other people do it too. But I think that most of the time you are so that the people that's they want to talk to the content creator who can focus completely on the chat because they have to focus on the slots. But I think one of the things I love about our channel, is that so many people know each other, even if they haven't met each other in person, but they follow each other so regularly that they talk to each other while we play slots. I love that. I love that. You know, especially when we're incognito. I love that, and I appreciate. That's why I appreciate my mods so much, and I appreciate everybody that comes. I'm a flip, and I appreciate everybody that comes on our channel because I think it's just amazing. You know, we always remind people to sub. So yeah, we are small. So let's talk about subscribing. So yes, the subscribing, and it's I don't know, it's such a challenge, right? It's such a challenge. So if there is a challenge as far as getting subscribers, and a lot of us, we are different personalities with different people, different imagery, different looks, different accents, different plays. If we are trying to get subscribers and we're not, and we still stay small, what does that say? Does that say that we're unpopular? Is that what it says? Does it say that we're unpopular? Does it say that people are not interested in us? Is it the algorithm? And if that's the case, then does that mean that we should? Okay, there's a helicopter that's just sitting right there on top. Leads me to wonder why you're not moving. Why are you standing there? I mean, something is up. Let me see. Do I hear cops? I don't hear any cops. There's a helicopter that's standing right there, hoovering right there on top. I'm curious about what's going on. But yeah, so if that's the case, then is it bad to buy? Is it bad to buy the subscribers? Some mods don't know that they're there to help the creator channels, and instead of helping the channel, they hurt it too, or banning unnecessarily. I mean, this is. Oh, wait a minute. Here's another one. What is happening? All right, you just moved. What are you? You Popo or you media? I can't see it. I can't see it. Okay. Well, he just moved. It's true. I mean, yeah, some of the mods are very interesting, and I like to say I use the word interesting because I don't like to say anything negative about anybody. So some of them are very interesting. They have interesting technique, right? But it's also the creator's vision, right? It's their channel. It's like their job. It's their office. They have to be able to make it clear what the expectation is from their mods. You know, what is needed, what the expectation is. Like I have a new mod who is absolutely amazing. I love it. The other day, somebody was saying something, and they didn't say anything. I don't know if it was coming. The question they were asking could be construed as disrespectful, right? It could be construed as disrespectful, and they took the person off the live. Right now, I get it, because if you the way that you if you read the comment a certain way, and I don't know, we can't tell whether the person was meaning to be disrespectful or not, but if you read the comment a certain way, it could be misconstrued as being disrespectful, because we all have different languages, different terminologies, different nuances. So what one person will find disrespectful, another person may not. And then he removed the person there, and I was like, no, 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 no. If let the person come back. We don't take people out for comments like that. And the mod apologized. I'm like, no, no, you don't need to apologize. It's fine, because I get why you did it. I get why you did it, because we are from different worlds, right? We are from different worlds, and some of us are different ages, right? So we just expect that respect means a lot, right? Terminologies, the way you talk, the way you write, even though you're not talking, but when you write. So when you are talking to different, when you are on a channel and you're a mod, depending on where you raise or how people talk, you might construe that these people are being rude and disrespectful. You might take it that way, you know. And it's especially when it's the younger people that comes in and start commenting. You might be like, yo, why you talking to her like that? Why you disrespecting her like that? You know. And so I appreciate my mods when they take into consideration the what is being said, in the nuances of what's being said. But again, it's the content creators. It's our channel. It's up to us to make them understand that, yeah, when it comes to our channel, when it comes to my channel, you don't have to kick people out right away when it comes to stuff being said. It has to be very egregious. And then, don't get me wrong, there's some egregious things that is said. It's very, I promise you, that the people need to be kicked out. But yeah, you also have some mods that are very interesting, that take on the personality of the content creators. Like, they take it on as if it's their channel, and they're very strict. Like, and some of them are very protective. Like, one of the people, I'm going to say, not from the casino community. One of the people that I still follow them, but I haven't watched their video in a long time, because their mods did not joke, and it was it's a what the damn thing, those raffle scratches. It's like the raffle, but he goes, and he's big. He's a big guy. He has a lot of subscribers, so he goes to different states, and they play bingo. Bingo, yeah, bingo content creator, huge bingo, young black male content creator. His mods are crazy. God bless them. They know they what? You can't even ask a question but too much. I remember the first time I watched them, I asked a question twice. Lord have mercy. I got snapped on. I was like, yo, what? I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I can ask questions. I apologize. My first time here, they were like, okay, right? So then, because I don't know the game. I, I don't know bingo. I don't know why they call it this way. I don't know why it says that. And it seemed to, in his channel, with his mods, and they're aggressive. And to me, the terminology they use, because I'm a black female, and I'm an aggressive black female. It reminds me, because you don't know, you just see their names, right? But it looks like there's a lot of he has a lot of black female mods, and they ain't playing with none of us. They ain't playing around. I'm like, just the terminology, the way they talk and stuff, and then interact. I'm like, I see you, sis. You having a bad day? What's going on? You trying to slap somebody out of here? They take that channel like it is their own. They take that content creator as if they are protecting this content creator with their life. I have never seen anything like it. So it got to the point where I go on the channel and I was watching. I don't even understand. If I need to understand something, instead of um, asking, I will just Google until to the point where I stop watching. I mean, I still subscribe. I should actually stop because I don't really watch him like that. I should unsubscribe, but I'm still subscribed to his channel, and but I don't go in that channel. I used to watch him religiously, like watch him for hours. I used to watch him for hours, and it's just silly just to watch somebody play bingo. But a lot of people will say it's just silly to watch people play slots, right? If you're not into the game, you know. But, but when I tell you, he is. When I tell you, those mods are scary. Like they were scary. So I would stop asking questions, but I would watch them how they interacted with the chats, right? And the way they be taking people down and snapping people. I'm like, yo, sis. And I always say in my mind they are sisters. Like, in my mind they sis. They're not bros, right? And so it would be very interesting to find out that all the people that's doing that's taking such an aggressive stance on that. If I find out that they are not sis, I'll be very surprised, guys. But yeah, that channel is ridiculously ridiculous. I'm telling you, the aggressive, and he doesn't say anything. And that's the thing about the content creator. The content creator will go there and he ignores the chat. I don't think I've seen anybody in the casino slot channel that's like that. I'm curious if we have other people that's like that. He ignores the chat. He allows his mods to run gambit on his channel. He don't even say nothing. He doesn't. Very rare does he acknowledge a chat or acknowledge somebody that come in. It has to be somebody that he knows or something like that specifically that he would comment. Right. But he doesn't even address. But he just allow his mod to go rampant. Like it's just the most craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. And so yeah, some mods, they really take control of the channel. They just take it. They think that it's their own. The content creator is their content creator. They're there to protect them at all costs, right? And that's when you're thinking selfishly, right? But you also have other people, and I get it because again, I'm not here to hate. Like they said, do you want to hate the player or you want to hate the game? Like, I'm not here to hate on anybody, but you do have content creators, right, that actually they join the channel because they have their own channel and they work on the channel to make sure that their channel gets bigger too, which is of I don't see anything wrong with it. That part I don't see anything wrong with it. If smaller channels, all of us get together and start supporting each other, which is why I love the cousins channel. I call them cousins, and Miss Tammy, you're part of that group. There's a whole group of us that have found each other and that started to support each other. So we will go to each other's channels, we will watch each other, and then we'll ask each other, when are you going to go live? And then we'll say please follow this person. On my channel particularly, I love to share other content creators' links. I don't only talk about it, I want to share the links, because the reason why I share the links, because to me is easier that way. Because if I tell you, hey, don't forget to join a casino slot channel as a viewer, you may not remember, because you're not going to leave the live right then and there to just go look and search for them and then come back. The easiest thing is just to put the link in so that somebody could just click the link, go to their page, subscribe, and then come back. It's easier than just saying the name. But either way, a lot of us, we will share each other's slot channels, and then we will tell our audience, don't forget to follow this person, our friends in the slot community, and we will say, hey, for example, when are you going in? Like one of the things I love with Slotted Like It Hot, I love her so dearly. She would always ask everybody, okay, so when are you guys going live? Which day? I got that from her. I get also a lot of sayings from different people, like Casino Sacha, Miss Tammy. I started saying welcome in. I didn't realize, like, it's just the other day when Miss Tammy was alive. I'm like, why am I always saying welcome in? It's not part of my vocabulary. I don't do men thing. And Miss Tammy was like, oh, that's what I say all the time. I'm like, I saw you saying. I got it from Miss Tammy. You know, I mean, so that's a lot of things that happen too. We take like sayings and different things that we're comfortable with. That that's wonderful. That's warm and welcoming. But I'm like, why am I saying that? I don't do the welcome in thing. I don't even welcome people into my regular life. So anyway, things like that. So the smaller channels supporting each other and stuff like that, being warm to each other, having graceful mods that actually keep the conversation going and keep us entertained and talking to each other while we watch it. It's almost like having a meeting, like when you have a meeting and a social meeting, right? Or when you go to a bar and like Cheers. I used to love the show Cheers. They used to come and just have beer at the end of the day, and everybody knew each other. Like that's what I want my channel to be, and that's what I want all of our channels to be, especially the smaller channels, because that way we could support each other and we could grow our channels together, right? But again, you do have. I'm from the. I should have. You should have told them. Hold on. You should have told them. Oh, there you go. I can stop. Can I stop and get myself something to drink? Like, Lord have mercy. See, I want coffee. That's my problem. I want some. Hold on. Let me go in here. Let me see if they have some coffee. I want some iced coffee, but I don't think it's here. I'm looking for the Dunkin' Donuts. No, it's not this one. Is it this one? No, I don't see Dunkin' Donuts. I want Dunkin' Donuts. That's what I want. All right, I want Dunkin' Donuts. Do I need gas? No. Iced coffee, guys. Iced. So that's what I need. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me get back on here. I'm so used to like pulling over. I want some Dunkin' Donuts and I want some croissant. I want a croissant sandwich. I'm starving and I haven't eaten. I've been so busy at work, and then I got on the road to go to this trip. So anyway, what we were saying, you should have told them, are you crazy? Oh shoot. Oh no. What happened? Okay, I'm back. I think I'm back. Hold on. Am I back? Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hopefully I'm back. Give me a second. Am I back? Hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I just started laughing because I know exactly what person was talking about. Come on now. Am I back? Hello. nobody can see me. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys can see me. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm back. Okay, sorry guys. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry guys. I don't know what happened, but I started laughing. Yes, Webinity. That's my son's saying. That's my son saying. So yeah, so I was trying to get coffee, and then after that, all of a sudden I lost you guys. This is beautiful, guys. Let me show you guys. This is absolutely beautiful. Hold on. Look at the look. Absolutely beautiful. The trees, the fall weather, the colors. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, and then you have some mods who actually, as you said, are not, they care. Okay, so you have mods that really care about their content creators and they want to protect them at all costs. You also have mods who are really just modding because they want to build up their own channel and stuff like that, and because they want to be connected to the next new hot thing, right? Now, I haven't modded for anybody, and not that I don't want to mod for anybody. I would love to mod for other people because I think there's a lot of people who mods for me. I haven't mod for anybody because I don't have the time to mod for anybody. And I watch a lot of different channels and stuff like that, but I don't have the time. And because I don't have the time now, I don't want to commit to anybody. I prefer to be a member because that's why I'm a member to a lot of different people. But there's the Popo. The Popo is here. Give me 1 second, guys. So yeah, yeah, I keep talking about the mods. So you have mods who actually just, I can't do it because I'm always so busy. So I prefer to be a member and just support people that way and buy membership than to say that I'm going to be a mod. I would love to be a mod for the bigger channels because I think a lot of the channels, a lot of the slot channels that are mods for the bigger channel, I think they get a lot more subscribers that way. You know, also the bigger channels will support those mods also. Now, I don't know. One of the things I do notice is that it's very rare that the bigger channels have other slot channels as their mods. I don't see that too often. But it's very rare that I see like another. What is the 1%? The 1%ers are all the slot channels that over 500,000 subscribers and more. Sometimes closer to 700,000, but let's say 500,000 and more. I consider 1%ers because there's not too many of them out there, right? So those slot channels, I don't normally see too many of their mods actually are um, slot channels, but there are some very famous, infamous mods, right? We all know I spoke about it several times about the mod war that was going on for a while. I don't really talk about it anymore, but there was an issue going on with the mods, and I'm glad that everything has now Hello? I'm about to log on and log back on. That's so frustrating. You know, I've been having all this conversation. Nobody can hear me. Oh, I'm back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Hey, I don't know where I left off. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you, Slick Rick. Hey, Slick Rick. Hi, thank you for being here. I can't believe that. I don't even know how many things I've said before you guys could hear me. I was saying so much. Hell, I don't know where I left off. Can anybody tell me where I left off? Or do I just have to repeat myself? Lord have mercy. Hold on. Let me see what I said. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see what I said. Please follow this person. On my channel, particularly, I love to share other content. All right. And they bots. I don't see that too often. All right, so I stopped where? I know, but it's very rare that I see like another. What is the 1%? The 1%ers are all the slot channels that over 500,000 subscribers. Okay, all right. I'm just listening to what I said before, guys. 500,000. I consider 1%ers because there's not too many of them out there, right? Mm-hmm. So those slot channels, I don't normally see too many of their mods actually are slot channels. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But there are some very famous, infamous mods, right? Mm-hmm. You know, we all know I sort of find it. Sorry, I'm just listening to see where I left off, guys. I don't really talk about it anymore, you know, but you know, there was an issue going on with the mods, and I'm glad that everything has now. I think that's where I left off. I'm glad that everything has now been resolved. Let me see if I come back on. Ooh. Do I come back on and say something? Man, I missed like there's a whole bunch of stuff that I missed out. So I was talking about the mods. Okay. So I'm glad that a lot of the issues that happened with the mods, it was a mod situation. I'm glad that everything has pretty much been resolved when it comes to that. But what I was saying is that going back to the mods, I often wonder if the mods are what helped the channel grow, or is it the content creators that actually, okay, so it's like the chicken and the egg. I said it before, and I'm trying to remember what I said. It's almost like the chicken and egg, right? I wonder if it's the mods join the channel because they see the content creator as the next big thing and they want to be part of that world, or is it because the mods that the channel become the next big thing? You see what I'm saying? Because when I was talking about looking at the mods, some of the mods in the bigger channel, I've never seen them before. There's a few of them that I hear often, right? But at the end of the day, a lot of the mods I don't know, right? I don't know them. I've never seen their name. They normally don't share on other people's channels. Maybe some of them are part of the West Coast group, and then others are part of the East Coast group. But pretty much on the bigger channel, the 1%ers, and again, 1%ers, I would say if anybody with over 500,000 subscribers or not and higher, some of the mods you've never seen and you've never heard of them. But you do have some very infamous mods that is part of a lot of channels. And so are they, because of them being part of a lot of channels and they knowing the bigger channels, are they able to facilitate and help medium to smaller channels build up their subscribers because they are part of a bigger channel. Is that a thing? Right? Is that a thing? And if it is a thing, right, then that means that these mods are hot commodities, right? They're hot commodities, and everybody wants them to be part of their channel, right? So are they joining their channels because they think that the content creators are hot commodities too, and they want to help them build? Or are they doing it because they also want to build their legacy? They want to build their business, their name. You know, is a quid pro quo? It's a mutual beneficial relationship. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But at the end of the day, what can we do to actually help each other build our channels? Right now, Grandma Flip and I are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. But after the 5,000 subscribers, I also want to get to 10,000 subscribers fairly easily. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. I think I started talking about, I don't know if you guys heard me, I was talking about collaboration, right? Collaborating with other people. Besides the mod, collaborating with other channels. I would love to collaborate and meet up and with these other channels and just have a great weekend and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I have a very busy schedule. This is again the reason why I'm not a mod on other people's channel. I don't want to say that I'm going to be a mod on other people's channel and I don't have the time. I prefer to buy memberships, send them super chat and stuff like that, and support them and buy other membership, supporting them in that way, than say that I'm going to commit and I can't do it. Not and also nobody really asked me to be mod on their channel anyway, so. A couple of times I volunteered, I offered to be a mod on somebody's channel. They're like, no, it's okay. Thank you. So nobody has asked me to be a mod anyway, but I don't have the time. Like my life is crazy as it is. As I said, and I don't know if you heard, I'm on my way to my other life, one of my other life's event that I have to take care of this weekend. I'm never around. So I have to fit everything in anyway, so I don't want to commit. But it's a great thought. Like it's being a mod in other people's channel, will that build up your channel also? But I do want to collaborate with the other channels, and I want to collaborate with the bigger channels. But some of us are polarizing characters. Like I believe that I'm a Dunkin' Donuts, please, because I'm not about to stop there and get it. I believe I'm a polarizing. One of the locations closed on Sunday, so I just can't. And the food is delicious. That location, I can tell you, when they opened up in New York, I was one of the first ones because a lot of my people used to go there, and I would be the first one to go in. And I went a couple of times to eat there, and their food is absolutely fabulous, I have to say. But I started feeling guilty, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't go there anymore. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But their food is delicious, and I commend them for that because their food is delicious. Blessings to them. Anyway, let's continue. So I would love to collaborate with other people. But some of us are polarizing personalities, right? Some of us carry our other side of our lives into our slot channels. People know who you are by what you say, how you move, different comments and stuff like that. And most people don't want to partner with polarizing characters, at least one set of polarizing characters. Because sometimes I'll be watching the channels, and based on what they say and how they move, you know who they are. And you know that the people that support them are very similar in thinking and their, economy and the way they believe the world is. You can hear their jokes, the way they joke around with each other, that they're pretty much same people, the same ideals, right? So it's interesting to see that, to be able to fit people in different, segments, and like, okay, I know this person, this is how they roll, this is how they think, this is just based on the jokes, and you have that. But do they want to collaborate with other people, or do they want to collaborate with their same people? Like, because you want to collaborate with people that you feel comfortable with, right? And then most of the time you don't want to collaborate with people that causes trouble, that causes noise, that's opinionated, that's this. You want to be around people who are, well, we all fun and funny. All of us are fun and funny human beings, I think. I mean, almost every content creator that I've seen that's on social media that have even some subscribers, you have to have a personality. So almost everybody I watch and see, they are funny. They are warm on the channel. That's the only people that I watch. Even the bigger 1%. I mean, I love their personality. I love the way they play around in life. I don't like when they fight with each other, but I do love supporting them because they give us a good time, right? But are they willing, two things, are they willing to partner with people that doesn't really think like them, don't think like them, don't look like them, are not part of the same economy bracket? Are they willing to collaborate with those people? Um, One of the things I remember Brian Christopher saying in an interview with Vegas low slots, yeah, no, it's not Daniel. No, it's not that. Is it Daniel? I think it's Daniel. Yeah, he has a separate show. He was like, initially when he started working with people, helping people, it just became a headache because the people turned against them and stuff like that. So there's all of that. You try to help or work with people, and people become mean and disrespectful and stuff like that. And so I get that there's a conflict, but you don't know until you start meeting people and collaborating with people if they're gonna fit or not. But do you want to just, does these bigger content creators or any content, do you just want to play with people that fits with you, your idealism, the way you look? I don't know, because you can't be somebody else. You can't be somebody that you're not. You see, my whole thing about me, my problem, and it's a problem with me. My problem is authenticity. That's my problem. My problem is authenticity. I mean, hopefully I'm pronouncing the word right. Authenticity. Like, you gotta keep it. You gotta be real and keep it. You gotta be real. With me, it's about keeping it real 100%. Like, a lot of people don't like people, the way they think, the way they move, even when they slot plays, or even the way they react to losing or winning, or talking to other people, or the frustration, or the boredom, or the anger. A lot of people don't like that type of personality, right? They want someone, and I love that too. You see, so I'm contradicting myself too. I love a happy gambler. I do. I love somebody who's happy, who's happy to love playing slots. But I also like somebody who keep it real. I don't want anybody. It's okay. It's okay. Either way, I watch everybody. So whatever anybody do, I'm gonna watch. If I like you, I like you. My preference is someone who keeps it real when it comes to playing slots. If you're frustrated, you're frustrated. If the trolls piss you off, tell the trolls off, right? Tell them to leave, right? If you are losing a lot of money, then curse out the slots. Yell at the freaking casino. Like, that's what I like. I like authenticity. I'm sorry to not pronounce it. I like people that keep it 100% real. If you don't like somebody, I like the body to say they don't like somebody. I like to keep it 100% gully, 100% real. I don't, because the reason why I like it is because that's my personality. But not everybody could deal with that type of personality. Not everybody likes that, right? Not everybody cares for somebody who is constantly like their mood change and they're not consistently happy, peppy, or not consistently positive when they're losing a fortune on the slot machine. A lot of people don't are not like that. Me, those are the type of people I like because I like those people because I want people to keep it real. But keeping it real may mean that a lot of the bigger slot players don't want to deal with you because you're a damn headache. You know. Also, a lot of slot players want to. A lot of the bigger content creators, they want to collaborate with bigger channels. They don't want to. They don't want to waste their time with their huge audience. It's almost like to them. I'm sure it's almost like to them that they're helping somebody out. Like they don't want to necessarily help somebody out. I mean, why you broke up? It's none of my business. But why y'all man when you come to make sense to me? It's none of my business. I don't know why you even asking. It's really none of my business. You see, I want to get as I want to get as close to the door as possible. I don't understand people who wants to get further from the doorway. That's just me. I want to get as close to the door as possible. That's me. So anyway, so I don't. So I want to keep it real. So the people that work with me, but you have a lot of content creators. The biggest, they feel that when they're working with the smaller channels, they're giving you a handout, right? And depending on what you believe as far as helping others, whether it's a handout or what, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I think that it would be nice. I think it's a nice thing when someone is successful that they reach back and they bring people forward. I think it's a nice thing myself. I like doing that. I've always been the type of person that's what I do, right? I like to reach back and bring somebody forward. But that's just me. That's my personality, right? That's how I roll. That's how I do everything in my regular life, right? But not everybody's like that. And I not everybody's like that. Let's just say that. We'll just leave it there. Not everybody's like that. But I would love it to be more so where more people, more of the bigger channels come and help people. I would really love that to happen. Like I think it would benefit so many of us if we could just help each other, especially the smaller channels. The smaller channels really need the help to help build it. And I think the way to do that is to have the right mods, moderators. By the way, mods stand for moderators. To have the right moderators who is looking to help and support the creator without being too possessive and too crazed, right? But also the creator help them because you don't want the moderators to feel like they're being used either. You want to support your moderators also. You want to have an understanding. Um, but yeah, I think that the bigger channels collaborating with the small channels would actually help us greatly. Now, what I want to say, and I'm going to leave it because I'm starving. I got to get something to eat, but I'm going to come back live. It's like what I want to say is that I do notice a lot of the channels, not the 1%ers, but the middle, the middle high, mid high channels, they are beginning to collaborate and meeting at these various events, and they're doing it more frequently. Again, what I'm finding, and I could be wrong, is that the channels that are actually collaborating with each other are the channels that appears to be comfortable with each other because they are similar. They don't have to be similar in looks necessarily or gender necessarily, but they just seem similar. Not it. It's just they just seem similar people, similar beliefs. It's not a bad thing at all. It's great if you find a group of people that you connect to the point where you could have a great time and come together. It's like friends, long distance friends coming and meeting each other. But I see that's happening a lot, and I think it's successful. But I would love to see more collaboration with different people. Like that's what I would like to see. But I do appreciate the fact that there are some bigger channels that like if you're in Vegas or if you're in Reno, we have an event, everybody come over. I love that. I love that. I love that. I think that's freaking amazing. I appreciate that. And if I was close by, I would go to everybody event. But the thing as far as going to these events, because I do, if I know that somebody's going to be near me, I take the day off at work. I even take days off of work just to go see them. And I change my schedule to just be there. But it's almost like a spectator. It's almost like you're going to a concert. You go out of your way as a content creator, as a channel, because you're going there to not only support the person, but to meet the person, introduce yourself, and hopefully collaborate. But you just look like you're just a fan. And I already did that like 4 times. And even though I am going to go and continue to support other bigger content creators, see their channels, I'm not only there just to be a fan. I'm there to collaborate, to meet up, and see if we could form some type of partnership. But not everybody want to be partners. No, but not everybody likes see you as a partner, a fit. So anyway, part 2 soon. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go grab myself something to eat. Please come back. Even though I don't have too many people watching me, I appreciate the people that was here. Slick Rick stopped by to tell me I was on mute. Thank you, Slick Rick. Retired Troll came by. Thank you, Retired Troll. We have Miss Tammy for Casino Slot Couples. Thank you. I love them so dearly. They're always supportive, always supportive. And also I saw I know Slot Motion stopped by. Slot Motion stopped by. Thank you so much. So all these people who have slot channels, please follow them if you see this live. I'm gonna go grab myself something to eat. I'm running late to the where I'm supposed to be. So I'm gonna eat, relax, get me some coffee, and then I'll be back. All right, bye guys. I would continue talking, but people hate people talking on live, and I'm trying to be considerate. So I'll be back, part 2 soon. Okay, bye.